Today on Scottsdale on the Rocks, we have Alyssa. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
Yes. Hello. Thank you. This is so exciting.
Yeah, welcome to Scottsdale on the Rocks.
It is pretty exciting.
No, it's like for real an honor.
I actually like your sweater. It's hilarious.
Thank you. Whoa. Thank you.
Bart Simpson.
Thank you. I was like in a pink purple vibe. I wanted to make sure you guys knew I was the girl.
What do you think,
girl.
Simpsons or Family Guy?
Ooh, Simpsons.
Simpsons, you think so? Oh
I don't know. I mean, I just like cartoons so much, but
Simpsons.
Yeah, I think Simpsons for sure.
is OG.
Yeah, well, Simpsons is all right. Family Guy is more of the thing in terms of like comedy. Don't you think?
What?
Do you like the jokes? Do you think the jokes are funnier on Family Guy or The Simpsons?
I think they're just different.
Well, yeah, they're
And
different.
equally-
I think The Simpsons is very like PG. You know what I mean? Like it's more like calm. Like
I agree. I guess I can agree with that.
Family Guy has like some funny stuff for like more adults. You know what I mean? Rather than just like the kids.
more
thing.
like Adult Swim vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand.
Man, yeah,
what's
they're
your
different
thought?
kinds of humor too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're talking here on Scottsdale on the Rocks, and the reason we brought you here is just to talk about Scottsdale in general. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to talk about entertainment, dining, events, different businesses, the people here, and just kind of what your experience has been in Scottsdale. So tell us, Alyssa.
Oh my gosh. So the question was, what is my experience in Scottsdale?
Yeah, what's your experience? Like, what do you like about it? Why are you here?
Okay. Well, I guess I moved here when I was in 8th grade from Chicago, Illinois.
Wow.
Shout out Chicago. I love it there.
I like
but
Chicago.
I've been here for a while now. I love Arizona. My family moved out here, and I've been a server.
Ooh.
Where at?
Since I was 19. So I started at this Mexican restaurant
Nice.
way in Cave Creek. And then I went to a couple other places, and the most recent place was Steak 44.
Oh, yeah.
How long were you there?
I opened it with you, Joel.
Oh, yeah.
In 2014.
Damn.
And
You guys are OGs from Steak 44.
Yes,
Wow.
it was a freaking blast for sure. So I feel like that's definitely probably why you invited me on here.
Yeah, because we like to interview people in the service industry mostly.
Yeah. And I've been there for
And
10 years, and it was crazy. It was like a
10
pop-in
years
spot.
you were there?
Pretty much.
How many other of those restaurants are there now? I know they call them Steak 48 now, but it's the same thing.
Okay,
right?
so there's Steak 44, and then there's Ocean 44. Does that count?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about other
Technically,
states?
Yeah,
No,
same
from
thing.
that restaurant. Ocean 44 is from that one because
Yep.
it's like the same thing.
Okay. Well, as far as other states, they
Yeah,
have,
other states. Like how many?
oh my God, what do they have? They have Houston.
Okay.
They have Chicago. They just opened one in California.
Okay.
Philly.
Okay.
Just all right. So first thing you got to do when you first come on a podcast is you got to see if you could deep throat the mic. Joel does it all the time.
All right, all right. I guess 1, 2, 3, and then
Oh yes, she can do it. It makes it look easy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Is it what?
It just disappeared.
You ever seen? Have you ever seen a snake eat an egg?
That's hilarious.
Thank you.
So she knows the details.
A little.
Yep.
No. No.
We're gonna love this.
All right, we'll talk.
All right, so you're at
Show your butthole, Joel.
you worked at a steakhouse for a long time. You must have some good stories. Where the steakhouse was at, you probably waited on a lot of celebrities. Can you name drop anybody? I don't
my
see why you
gosh.
couldn't. It's not like you're a doctor or something.
Right. There's no HIPAA for where.
Yeah, it's
you
a public
work.
place.
I would definitely say Drew Barrymore. That was pretty
Stop.
cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh
She came here
man,
during
I
Super
waited on
Bowl.
Mandy Moore one time.
Did
So
you
that reminds me
really?
of Drew Barrymore.
Mandy Moore.
Yeah.
At
Wouldn't you
steak-
say they're the
or-
same? I waited on Mandy Moore at the
They're
steakhouse.
the same category, you know.
At the steakhouse right around the corner before Steak 44 was open. The one I worked at before.
Yes.
I waited on Mandy Moore. She was hot. I was like, whoa. She was
Ooh.
really hot.
Was she awesome?
Like she's gotten better looking with age.
Was she nice?
She's extremely nice. Yeah. She was like
I heard
she
Drew
reminded me of my
Barrymore
Aunt
was
Cindy.
Awesome.
She was nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Really? You actually waited on her?
I did not, but
Oh,
I
okay.
did serve sides. Swarm service.
Oh, nice. So you,
Hashtag swarm service.
thank you for the potatoes.
Ah, yeah.
They have so many potatoes
Hi,
there.
would you like some mushrooms?
Oh my god.
They're very decadent.
They're like, of these 15 mushrooms, I mean, of these 15 potatoes, what do you prefer?
No, seriously.
So how did you
all
like your
potatoes.
potatoes?
And they're all good though, too.
I'm gonna say au gratin. It's been a minute. It's been many years. Actually, okay.
Anyone
you
else?
know who was super weird? Do you remember serving him? Oh my God, what's
Oh,
his name?
I know who you're gonna say.
The one that like poured his Coca-Cola in the candles.
I thought you were gonna say David Spade.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
remember.
Why
him.
did he do
He
that?
seems like a weirdo.
Yeah, he's a weird. He would sit at the table with his back to the whole restaurant, and he'd have a hat on so you couldn't see his face, but he'd have to sit with his back to the whole restaurant so no one could see his face. And he was very particular about hiding his face. When I
Really?
waited on him,
Because
yeah.
when he
But
was
maybe that was just that night. Maybe
in
he was
my
listening.
Did he try hitting on you?
no, but he was literally like going from like one side of the booth to like a chair, getting all crazy. He was literally taking his like Coca-Cola, like dumping it in the candle. I was like, what the hell is
Celebrities
going
do
on?
weird shit. You know, they're like,
I
oh, yeah,
guess.
I love a little bit of wax in
Why
mine.
do you think that is?
I don't know. I feel like they feel like they're above everyone, you know,
Whoa.
in some way.
Sometimes it's just weed.
Right? Or maybe they're just like literally bored.
Or maybe they're on
ketamine.
just all kinds of
Yeah.
different things.
Designer
Vibes.
drugs.
Yeah, something fancy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Drugs on the ground. Just
Like they built the lab and had Quaaludes made for them.
Yeah.
He could have
bring
been
them
on Ludes.
back. The
Yeah.
artifacts.
Yeah, Quaaludes.
Those are like fossils. Does anyone do those now?
I don't think so.
What are fossils?
Yeah.
Like
Who
old
does
things
fossils?
found in the ground.
Oh, I thought it was like something fancy. You're like,
They're just like
you never
old-
done a fossil
You've
before?
never done a fossil.
I've worn a fossil.
I'm
My
calling
buddy
Quaaludes
David has a lot of
fossils.
fossil
Yeah.
watches.
Yeah, something your grandparents would have done.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
Do you
so
have
people in
any-
Chicago are probably freezing their ass right now, for sure.
Oh, they're so cool. Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
there.
It looks dangerous.
What other family do you have here?
My immediate family, so like mom, stepdad, brothers and sisters, and
Where do the other angels work?
oh my God, the other angels.
Is that your real last name?
That's my
Stage name.
Stop. Everybody says that. It's so annoying. No, it's not annoying. It's
Next
just, like,
on the
it's
stage, Alyssa Angel.
No, it's totally expected. But that's actually my real name. I took my
I thought this was your
stepdad's
first
last name.
podcast.
Oh, is
It is
that?
my
It's not,
first
it's
podcast.
not pronounced anything fancy like Angel.
No, it's Angel, but my birth last name is Casalino.
Okay, Casalino sounds badass. Sounds like Italian. Like
Is it Italian?
you don't want to mess with them.
Soprano. Casalino. Alyssa Casalino. I like that one.
The Gabagoo.
Agabagool.
You start dating Alyssa, her whole family just finds you, kicks your ass
You
or
just
something.
start taking. Dude, I
That's
mean,
what it seems like.
I didn't see that coming. Yeah.
would you take my last name, Casalino?
Oh,
Yeah,
totally
for
for
you,
sure.
I would.
That's sick.
What do you think? What do you think about that in terms of like modern day? Like people are like, do you think guys would more commonly now take a girl's last name if they got married?
I mean, right? Like,
You think? Have you
Everything-
seen anyone that's done it?
I feel like you can do anything you want now. It's
Well, yeah, you
2024.
Trying to think of someone I know that's done it.
I don't know anyone that's done it, but I do know that like this one dude I dated, his name was, well, I can't say, but he was
He would've taken your name.
Mexican. Like his mom and dad, like from Mexico, like hella Mexican, loved him. But he was like, he had his mom's last name and his dad's last name.
Oh yeah, so it's one
I
of those
like
long
that.
ones. It's like manzana de larga.
Yeah, I really liked that. So I'm like, why do we? Why
I
do
feel
we
like
not?
for
I can see-
privacy, they always check your mother's.
So today you could have been, you know, Alyssa Torres,
Right?
Ramirez, Martinez, Gonzalez.
You just add all the names. you
Yeah,
want.
that'd be awesome.
I think so.
Hell yeah.
But am I right? For privacy, they always look at your mother's maiden name, or like for.
For like the
Have
question
they
they
ever
ask.
asked you?
Oh yeah.
They're like, are you a robot? What's your
I was
mom's
at
last
this
name?
funeral recently, and then it was my grandpa, my mom's, and it kept showing his last name. I was like, oh, I shouldn't show this to anybody. I was like, that's my mother's maiden name. I was like, no one. I better not let anyone see this.
It's,
my
it's
gosh.
everyone's password. They're like, what the hell?
I was like, shit, I can't even show anyone this
Like
guy's
there's
last
scammers
name.
there or something. Oh my god.
I have a public Instagram. I was like, everyone will just know my mom's maiden name.
Oh my god, that's true. You have
Also,
to, like,
people
think
hack your
about
Instagram
that.
account.
I was like, they can hack in now. That's my secret question.
It's a crazy world we live in. Some artist that I follow, he just did something super cool. He buried,
Buried.
put one of his paintings in the ground, but he like didn't.
For what?
So then, and then gave like the coordinates to his like fans to go and find this painting.
Oh, like a treasure or something?
Oh, I've been seeing this.
Yeah, and it was super cool because
This is really common now.
Did you go looking for it?
I didn't. I was out of the country, but
You
he
would've.
had his license plate showing, and I was like,
Oh my god. Well,
if I cared, but like
That's
it's
how
things
you
have
would
to
find
you think
about.
someone's gonna look him up and they're like, "Oh, there it is.
Give me your paintings now.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. That's crazy.
Take off your shoes."
It's crazy how fast people find it too. They just see like a picture of a tree and then they identify exactly where it's at. Like,
Well, he gave the coordinates, and he did like this
even
sick ass
easier.
video.
Nice. I actually like those. I've seen a couple. There's like a person. There's a guy that does it for like little things. He puts all kinds of little stuff in little boxes like all over the place, and he just gives like little hints of where it's at, and then everyone goes and finds it. And it's surprising. Like the people that'll find it, then they post a video, and you're like, holy shit, these guys found it like in 2 days or something randomly. You know, he's like, it's all over the country too, and like all over the world technically.
This
That's awesome.
the skateboarder. Who's that famous skateboarder? Like the most famous one.
Yeah.
The one with the Tony Hawk.
Yeah, Tony Hawk.
I follow him on Instagram. And he took his skateboard the other day and signed it and put it under this hole and took a picture of it. Said whoever finds it, it's yours. I don't know if anyone found it.
Just in a hole. He didn't get the coordinates.
In a hole in the city. So
In
it
his
was like
garage.
underneath
What city? Do we know what
underneath a
city?
stool somewhere in California in LA. If you lived there, you would have noticed and you would have gone and got it. So it would have been real easy for a local to find
Did he
it.
post who found it?
No, I didn't follow up.
Damn.
Maybe you could check.
Let's
I'm
know.
sure. Yeah, they have to do the follow up. You know what I mean?
This guy posts so much stuff though, is what's crazy. So I would have to deep dive.
Maybe that's what
We
can
need
do.
one of those guys.
Some treasure
that with
hunts
the
for
computer.
Scottsdale on the
Just,
Rocks.
like, look
Hey,
it
will you
up.
Google that for us?
Like the
We got-
scribe.
We'll hide like a vape or something. Where I got put this vape right here. It's gonna be signed by Joel.
Isn't that what they had on that one show, Ridiculousness?
Me and Alyssa were thinking we should do a field trip. We're like, we should.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
No,
I
we
need
should.
field
Yeah,
trip.
Yeah,
I was
actually, I actually just got these. Actually got those mics. Whatever, they finally work. I figured out how to work them.
oh, so we can do a
Yeah,
field
yeah.
trip.
So
now.
we could do. Yeah, we could do a field trip. We have mics attached.
Oh, hell yeah.
Her and I were thinking about going and buying some really comfy shoes. What are they? Oh no, not shoes. Some stuffed animals. A squishmallow. Do you know what a squishmallow is? Dude,
How
Do
big
the
are they? Are
fans
these?
know what's
I've
good
never
sh-
seen one. She was
I
talking
feel
about it
like
earlier.
It can be any size. They have like a bunch of sizes.
Is it like a stuff?
Walmart, right? Wouldn't you think?
Walmart, Target. It's literally like the coziest, comfiest pillow, and they're like the cutest little creatures.
And they sell them at Target.
Yeah. Or you can get them online. And I have a pineapple. I'm obsessed. I was going to bring him, but I totally forgot. Dang it.
Have you named him?
No, I haven't. He's just like pineapple squish.
You should do it.
Yeah. But then we need you guys to have some.
And
They're
make
just
his
like
la-
cozy.
Make him multiple last names too. If people ask about it.
The mom and the dad.
Yeah.
Am I screaming?
Just call him.
No,
Ramin.
you're good.
Oh, this is Ramin. Martinez Gonzalez.
Do you guys
Okay.
like feet?
Yeah. So
Joel.
You guys ask me weird questions.
Is Joel big on feet?
So
I'm
just
actually not a
wondering, do
foot
you
guy.
like feet?
I've never. Been
I
a foot
think
guy.
it's
I don't know
disgusting
why.
when people
Oh
have
my
dried
God,
out
I hate,
feet.
I hate feet. I don't know why.
You think it's gross when people have gross feet.
Oh yeah.
Just dried out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you like feet.
As long as they're not dried out.
You like nice
Maybe
feet.
I do like feet. I didn't know that.
What
about
if you had
myself.
like the hottest girl,
Scoot over this way.
and then
just
her
a little.
feet were just like super dry, or like super like just like
Would you lotion them?
calloused or something?
Or would you? Sorry
Oh,
about it.
well, I would get her this special Vaseline,
Go on.
and I.
Who is also our sponsor.
So you had a girl with hard feet that were just like calloused. You
If
just
it didn't heal up in like 2 weeks from that special Vaseline, then that'd be nasty, man. To be in the covers with someone's skin dried out, scratching you and.
Ow.
Ugh. All right, so Alyssa, what do you do in your free time? You're an avid weed smoker. Do you read?
Yes, I thought that we're not allowed to talk about that.
We could talk about weed. We can talk
Oh.
about anything.
Okay, cool. So yes, I actually don't drink much alcohol anymore.
Oh,
I
you don't?
mostly get high. Get high.
are you like Snoop Dogg level?
You don't really
or-
drink alcohol, really?
No, not really.
That's
No.
Yeah.
So you could out? Do you think you could outsmoke Joel?
I mean,
You think so?
what does that even mean? Like just
Like,
get
outsmoke-
higher?
like, yeah.
Probably.
You think so?
I don't think like
could.
I didn't think so.
So if you guys smoke the same amount, then like who do you think would go down first?
him.
Oh yeah. You think so, Joel? That's actually
I have, yeah.
a big
'cause I don't
statement.
mess
Just
with,
because it's happened.
like,
Oh, really?
wax.
Yeah.
Like, she, is using real wax and
Oh,
shatter
yeah.
and stuff, and I don't.
I like layering.
That puts me down.
I like layering like an Oreo.
that's when you know you're a professional. If you're layering stuff.
Layering.
No, you're just doing. Yeah. Okay, so I love weed. And I feel like weed is kind of like alcohol in a sense, because it's like, you know how they say like alcohol, different spirits bring out different things. So like rum is something, tequila is a different spirit, like bourbon.
So you feel that way about weed?
Yeah. And
There's
like
not just
strains
indica and sativa.
No,
There's others,
I believe so.
and you can tell.
Oh, there's others.
Yeah.
Oh, the hybrids and all this other stuff.
Like I could tell if I drank a rum or a tequila or a gin or something. You could tell with weed if it's a indica, sativa, or what else.
So you're that hardcore. Like you smoke,
Okay, so I'm not
smoke one
saying-
little thing and then you're like, oh, this is obviously a
This is
blah,
a
blah, 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 blah.
orange Kush.
No, so like I wouldn't know it
You
like
wouldn't know the
that,
brand like
but
that.
like things that I ask for, things that I look for are like, instead of being like, okay, I want sativa or indica or hybrid, I go in there and I ask for coffin weed. So I'm like, put me in a coffin. Like, don't let me wake up or I'm going to come over here and like
Oh my god.
yell because I want to go to sleep. Or adventure weed. And that's like the weed where it's like, okay, hear me out. Like sativa's crazy.
Yeah.
It can be really crazy and fun and like creative. But then like adventure weed is like it's the
another
good
level.
and the, you know, it's like you could just vibe with it and like go on an adventure.
Sorry for interrupting.
It's okay.
With this weed, do you get it at dispensaries here in Scottsdale or around here? Where do you go? Do you go to dispensaries or do you use your own weed dealer?
Oh my gosh, I go to dispensaries now.
Because it's completely legal now, right?
Yeah.
All you have to do is show your ID.
Yeah. I used to have my med card, but I just haven't gotten it reinstated.
You don't even really need it, right?
No, but the taxes are so annoying. It almost
Oh,
like pays
it's less
for
taxes?
Bro,
Really?
Really?
think about like the
You don't have to pay taxes if you have a med card?
no.
Interesting.
Okay, so you do
Well,
have
actually-
to pay taxes, but it's like I think it's like 24 per. Okay, think about this. So
Technically,
like,
for medical stuff, you don't have to pay any sales tax in Scottsdale. If it's
right.
if
So
it's
then that's
medication.
probably why. Because okay, so if you don't have your medical card, sorry, like my titty's falling out.
It's, a big old it's all lopsided on
Damn,
camera.
my titty.
Bro, what the hell?
No, but okay, if you say you have a tab at like a restaurant.
Yeah.
At the dispensary, you're tipping whoever the fuck 24% tip on that weed just for no ass reason. But if you have your card, it's like 3% or 7%. So you can, like, if you spend $100 as a med patient, you're spending like a little bit in tax. But if you're literally tipping, it's more than like a 20% tip.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Fuck that.
The-
Actually, I knew a guy that owned a dispensary and it was like this dinky, like,
Really?
I thought it was gonna be some huge, like,
It's just a shed.
Mac store,
Yeah.
and it was
Lame.
not like the way. Oh, and I actually met him serving at the place, and so yeah, when I went there, I was like, what the hell? This is the tiniest little cottage, like, but he was raking, so it's like, how do you do that?
I guess if you get away with it, just wing it and hell yeah, pump
It
it.
seems like they're not doing good. Because,
I-
like,
they have to be.
Medman here just closed right here around from.
Oh, it
corner.
did?
Yeah, and I was like, whoa, what happened?
Really?
And towards the end, they never had anything good, so I was really annoyed. And then the other day, I left David's or something, and I ran over there, and they were closed, so I had to drive all the way to. The closest thing to here is down McKellips or whatever, down the I don't know, Sunday Goods or whatever.
Okay, so I really like going to the Mint.
You like the Mint?
I
There's a
love
few of
the
those,
Mint.
right?
I love, yeah. The one on Cave Creek and Bell, though, is like,
I've been to that
really
one.
bomb.
They never have. They must have good flour because they never have anything else. It doesn't seem like.
what? The one on Cave Creek and
What do
Bell?
you get there?
I get everything. I get
Just
flour, I get
the
edibles, I get
pre-rolls?
dabs, pre-rolls. Yeah. I just went there and this guy was like, I literally asked for Jeters or something. Because, I wanted to
No way they had something.
get excited for this podcast.
Yeah.
I was splurge. And dude, he
Jeter's
was
the
like,
fancy.
Oh,
yeah.
you just went there?
I just went there
Oh,
and he's
okay.
like, okay, if you want Jeters, but he brought these other ones he said were way more bomb. And I was like, let's go.
That's from here.
And it's like a big, it's sick. And everyone there is so cool and helpful. I don't know.
Maybe I haven't been to that one.
Have you been to True Med?
No.
I love True Med. What? You've never been to True Med?
You know every single one.
No, I
He's
just
like
go
the best
to
flower.
I go whatever's closest.
What do you do?
I try
Where
to buy
do you
from
get your
my
weed?
dealer.
Oh.
Yeah, I try to hook him up,
I get it.
Poor guy, small business,
I
locals.
know. Small business owners.
He's got a house to pay.
I'll
Hey,
support.
he's put a lot of these guys out of business.
I'll support. Let's go.
Yeah, he's got a house to pay. I like those things that people cut truffle with when you go to a restaurant.
Ooh, like a shaver.
And I was like, I want one of those for like my collection.
Oh,
Your
you have
feet,
one?
for your just
So
kidding.
I
Does it on feet?
my
Oh my god!
just
hey, I got some truffle
brings
for
it back
you.
to the foot.
If you ever go get Parmesan at Joel's,
Hey,
Parmigiano, the Parmigiano, Joe.
oh my god, could you imagine?
Parmigiano Reggiano.
Parmigiano, Pecorino Romano.
Nobody cut the cheese like I do.
No.
They're like, what
Did
kind
you
of
get it?
Parmesan is this? You're like, this is a special Parmesan.
This is the good stuff.
This is the good stuff.
This is a stinky.
Sliced it perfect. I sliced it perfect with the slicer. Dude. The truffle slicer.
This is the stinky mozzarella. It's a fancy one.
Oh, the stinkier the better.
Dude, that's disgusting. But yeah, you could do that right now.
I know.
Did you get it?
I found one. Well, they had them everywhere. They had so many. It was so random. As you go through the town, they just happen to have a lot of cooking stuff. And so I was like,
Boulder.
cool. I've always wanted one of those slicers. So I just, every store we stopped at, I was like, let me see your slicer. Or it's called a truffle slicer or something.
Show me your fucking
truffle
slicer.
peeler. And I was like,
Truffle
I
killer.
saw like 10 of them. Like I was like, it was weird that they had so many. And finally I picked one. But yeah.
Did they have like a different purpose, or was
That's
it
what I
just
got.
different?
That's all I brought back
slices?
from Boulder was a truffle slicer. Yeah, and they
That's
have different
epic.
thicknesses. You know, you adjust it, how thick you want your.
That's pretty fancy, actually.
$17. That was the most expensive one. They're all like $10. It's just a cheese grater.
Does it look like a potato cutter? Like,
It's just you've seen it at the restaurant when someone puts truffle on their steak or
I know,
something. They
but
always use one of those.
I guess I don't look at the thing doing it. I just look at the truffle.
Aha! See,
I know.
I wanted one of those.
What's your favorite food?
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I love all food. I think I can't.
Are you
eat
one
it.
of those people that goes to a restaurant, you order like 20 things or what?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I love food, and I actually miss working in a restaurant so much. Like, I miss the fucking, like, serving the people, watching them eat, like, watching them have a good time. Like, dude, it's like the.
Especially when it's good
yeah.
food.
Oh my
And you're
gosh.
like, how was that? I told you.
Could you
Especially
ever,
when they have a good experience.
could you ever work somewhere where the food isn't good?
Oh, no.
It's really tough.
I could
It makes you
not.
miserable. I've done it.
I could imagine.
It's
But
the most
not for
miserable
long,
thing,
I'm
and you're
sure.
embarrassed. No, not for long. Actually,
It's embarrassing.
Could you imagine nothing you could recommend? Oh my god.
I'm
that'd be
like,
terrible.
I'm sorry, dude. I don't like the food here.
Yeah.
Have you tried the chicken fried lobster there at Steak 44? Oh my god,
Ooh.
it's so good.
It's so good. Everything is good. And like before that, I even worked at True Food.
True Food's
So,
good too.
dude, True Food's really
That's like
good.
my top 5.
Honestly,
They
I
always
know
have gluten-free bread. They cater.
It feels
to my-
healthy, you know?
everything
they're
feels
so
healthy.
fresh.
Even their drinks are healthy, like with vodka in them.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I've,
it'd be like
I've
these
never been to the
green
actual restaurant.
Tito's Monster.
So
It
it's-
was super
so-
cool because what?
No, no,
Sorry.
no. So
You
they-
worked at True Foods like when it was in the beginning. Now it's like
Yeah,
a staple
before-
everywhere. That's
I
probably
know.
maybe the
They're all
first,
over the
second
place.
True Foods there was.
I worked there in
Probably
2012.
Biltmore and then that one, right?
Biltmore was first.
I think Biltmore was first.
Is there one here in Scottsdale or what?
Yeah, in North
The
Scottsdale.
quarter.
It's been
Okay.
there. It's been there
the
forever.
quarter.
Oh, that's the one in that little Scottsdale quarter.
And
Yep.
that's how I got the job at Steak 44.
It's across the street from Dominic's.
Yeah, because it's across the street from Dominic's,
Which
and
is
then one
Steak
of my
44.
friends. Yeah.
Do you like Dominic's
That's
better
funny.
than Steak 44? Steak 44 better?
It's
They're
the same
both-
exact thing.
Really? Same thing.
It's not the same
I've
exact.
actually never been to
The
Dominic's.
corporate chef is in charge of that spot too.
It's just different vibes, though.
So, yeah, it
like
is different
one is
vibes.
more. I feel like if you want to go to Dominic's and you wanna, or sorry, I'm like gonna burp, so I'm like, "Bleh."
You can't burp at Dominic's.
Let it go.
At Dominic's, they won't let you burp. Like that's the vibe. Like at Dominic's, they're a little. They're like, nope, you
Disgusting.
cannot burp here. You're gonna put you in the lounge. Like they don't put up with that.
Oh, really?
Okay.
You gotta get out.
Steak
Wait,
44,
what was
you
I
can like
talking
burp. You were
about?
telling us the difference between Dominic's and
Oh,
Steak
yeah, yeah,
44.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So the
yeah,
difference
yeah.
between Dominic's and Steak 44, in my opinion, is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Dominic's is just more, like old school vibe. Like it has the,
So
more-
no hats. You get to have a
Yeah,
formal shirt on or
yeah,
something.
like no windows, even like no patio. Even though Steak didn't have a patio, it still had like the outdoorsy
oh,
window
yeah, that
vibe.
little area.
It's a good place to like cheat on your wife.
I mean,
At Dominic's?
Yeah, they're
when
very
in Rome. No, I'm just kidding. Not
Private. It's very
No.
private.
privacy's taken serious there.
Isn't that everywhere?
Yeah.
Isn't that just Scottsdale on the Rocks?
This is a good place to cheat on
Probably
your wife
true.
here at Scottsdale on the Rocks.
Or your husband? Or your whoever?
Yeah, honestly, if you're gonna have a restaurant that's worth a shit, you should have some really good privacy,
Yeah.
and not have anyone telling about like David Spade pouring Coca-Cola in the...
Well, I feel like a lot of restaurants here in Scottsdale are very private, except for like Toca Madera. You see, like if you go there, you're gonna see like every single person there that's in Toca Madera. But if you go to Mastro's or something, you know, they have those little side rooms like way in the back.
We're like not allowed to go even like talk to them or say hi. Like remember, we're not even.
Yeah, no, not one.
That's why I'm like, okay.
You get fired if you're like trying to get a photo with them or something.
Oh, really?
Some people take it really
so
serious, and those are the best restaurants, the ones that take it serious.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to. You know, it's based on service. If the person's going to come back, they don't want people attacking them like every single time they go there. That'd be terrible.
Yeah, and especially like I don't know if we talk about it much, but how small Scottsdale is. Like people may think it's big because there's such a concentration of rich people, but it's the smallest freaking town.
Yeah,
really
you say anything and like everyone knows.
Yeah, this is true. It is a small town. You get to know everybody. You get to see like all the same people. That's what I like about the community actually here.
Small town, but like big titties, big vibes.
Small town, big titties. That's Scottsdale.
Yeah, like
Small town, big titties.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Small world, big bomb tits.
Let's make a T-shirt for small town, big titties.
Yeah, we should.
That's our next T-shirt.
Scottsdale on the Rocks. And yeah, put it in the back.
Yeah.
We actually just got a shirt made that's Joel. So anyways, Joel's been talking about financing titties. Whatever, the last couple episodes. So
I tried to do my homework.
Yeah.
I looked up a $20,000 loan too, and it is like depending on what you put down, you're gonna pay like $400 a month. So I was right on that.
Yeah, so we're getting a T-shirt kind of
That's
related
like
to
a car
that.
payment.
Yeah, I'll take care of it. It's a cheap car.
Do you have people that you're doing it for? Like anyone in mind?
No,
Or
I'm just saying.
Or are you looking for people?
Alyssa, if you need an upgrade,
I always am like, please pop. So
you keep
I
getting
can go
bigger and bigger. We're like, holy hell!
I like in South
How old were
Park.
you?
when
She's
that
gonna get
girl-
the $20,000
What's
ones.
the South Park episode where like it's like that little circle lady with the blonde wig and like it's just it's like I think it's a
don't
Hogan,
know.
like a Brooke Hogan.
What do you think is the maximum like CC size that people?
Oh
should
my
go?
god, don't you guys watch Botched? It gets crazy.
No, I know. How, like
No.
what's the maximum like on that you've
I don't
seen?
even know, but
I
they're
don't know
like
how they
like,
physically hold it without ripping their skin.
5,000 CCs, something
it's
crazy.
wild. Am I too
5
far from
liters?
you guys?
I've seen some of those girls around here, from like the big ones.
Oh yeah,
Here in
yeah, there's a
Scottsdale.
few.
Okay, wait. I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
You worked in Old Town for a long time, like right?
Yeah.
I heard that there was this lady or girl or something who had big ass titties. I don't remember if they were BATs, bats.
Bats.
Some fucking bats. And
I like that,
I
actually.
forget if it was real or fake, but apparently her nipples were pierced, and she would do this trick where
Oh, really?
she would put like these matches, and she would light the matches, and she'd like
Oh my
spin.
God.
And
I
I
haven't
was
seen it.
wondering if
That sounds badass.
I know, and I
wonder
heard like
who
she
this
was like
was.
sitting on like being like.
Can you imagine?
And, like-
Toca Madera doing that?
Right, and so I was
The
like,
flames?
"Is this a thing?
We
Is
should make it a
Where
thing
are
if it's
you?
not a thing.
Oh, yeah.
we
Where
should-
are you?"
That would attract some people for sure. Can you imagine? They bring out your bottle. They have like some flaming titties. They're like, oh yeah.
Flaming I was like, you just do that. I thought that the girl that was. I don't work at the place. I didn't see it firsthand.
Yeah.
I could be saying the story completely wrong, but I don't think I am. And we need to find this lady. This
And we need to
woman.
start a restaurant.
Yeah, or if
that
anyone else can
competes
do it.
with Toca, but
Could you
or we go to
imagine?
these places, and
No.
it is just we probably would have to buy a strip club and turn
Flaming
it into a
nipple
fancy
tassels.
restaurant.
To be honest, I'm surprised that Scottsdale hasn't done like the poppy steak and whatever when they bring out.
Can
like
we call it tassels?
They bring out like a big steak with like a bunch of like
I'm surprised
little
too.
torches and everything. Like
I'm so surprised, but
Yeah.
I think it's coming any day now.
yeah, like present like a steak like bottle service. Oh my god, that would crush it. I think.
I mean, they kind of do it here and there, but nothing like poppy
yeah.
steak.
So Toca Madera does a little something, but yeah, poppy steak goes
mean-
out of their way to do that. You know.
The good steakhouses don't do it, and to be honest, that steak. No offense, but that steak is nothing like a good steakhouse
Yeah,
steak.
I've never tried it, but
No offense to that guy, but
I've never been.
no, but like in terms of the marketing perspective and like just the fun experience, like it's there. You know.
yeah, it's awesome. You're
Yeah.
like, and they all come to your door.
Raising your hand. Oh my god.
Okay, you can talk.
Thank you.
Just
Something
interrupt.
that I just really feel like would elevate this place.
Yeah.
Scottsdale.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
how like in Miami and like Scarlett's and 11, they do seafood towers.
Could you imagine if they
The
had
strip
an
club
11?
there?
Could you imagine if they had an
Epic.
11 here in Scottsdale? Oh my god.
At the strip club?
Yes, you could get like a seafood tower.
Oh.
Sorry if I'm yelling. You could do a seafood tower and
Oh,
get like
they do a seafood tower at 11.
I know at Scarlett's
Really?
for sure. Yes.
I don't think I've been
Wow.
to Scarlett's. So it's a
Isn't
strip
that
club with a
sick?
seafood tower.
Yeah.
But those places are
That's
so
good. I like
nice,
that.
and they
I'm
make
like,
so
let's go.
much
Why
money.
don't we have that here?
Oh,
Hey,
maybe
Why
you
don't
can
we
do
have that here?
That's Joel's next project.
That might be my next
you
thing.
imagine?
I want a
I'm
clear
looking.
heel in my shrimp cocktail yesterday.
At the strip club. Oh my god.
I love it.
And then you could, oh my God, you could grate the truffle off the clear heel.
Oh my god.
We're still super PG here
off
compared
the
to Miami.
Off the stripper.
Don't you think?
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, Miami's like, I think like, yeah. Compare like, what do you think is level? Like Miami, Vegas, Scottsdale.
Oh, the
Vegas
levels.
got weird.
Wow, you think it's? I would
Vegas
say
is not
Miami,
fun.
Vegas, LA, Scottsdale.
Yeah. I guess
I could
LA.
be wrong. Some people might say Miami, Vegas, LA, Dallas, Scottsdale.
Yeah, Dallas. I feel like Dallas is kind of like similar to Scottsdale in some ways. You know, it's like the
Dallas?
same level, except Scottsdale's better.
Yeah, we're still we're way bigger bubble over here than Dallas. So yeah, I don't even know why I would compare us to Dallas.
Yeah, it's more fun.
Scottsdale's actually, like, I like really
Austin
like Arizona.
is probably in there.
Austin.
Never
Austin's fun
been.
actually.
I want to go. I heard it's weird.
never been to
Keep
Austin.
Austin weird.
It's like different people.
Maybe
the
that's
girls are so hot there too, though.
At
You know?
Austin?
That's what everyone
In
tells me.
Austin?
That's why I think it's got to be good.
I just burped again.
Yeah.
My God.
It's very similar to Nashville vibe in Austin, I think. But yeah, like that same type of thing, like bar, like all the bars are kind of similar in that same type of thing. It's not like bottle service; it's more like bar drinking. But they all have like live entertainment, things like that. Which
Do they
Scottsdale
have
doesn't
strip
any
clubs?
of. I don't know.
With
I've never
seafood
been.
towers.
We'll see too. Yeah, that's what I'm. They have.
Why doesn't
We
Spin
don't.
offer
They have
that?
comedy clubs.
But what if you have like a bad shrimp come smelling out? You're not sure if it's a
You're like-
stripper or if it's the. Wait, what is this?
That's actually genius.
Eric. Everyone's like,
No, that's just the seafood tower.
right? Oh my God. Oh, I remember when I would be opening at the restaurant at the steakhouse, and if there was like a tail that like got left somewhere, and we'd go to open. Do you remember? We'd go to open and we'd be like,
No,
"Ah."
no, that's the worst.
I know.
Well, we come a long ways with these like smell machines at restaurants now that they put in.
What? What's a smell machine?
Oh, everyone has them now. Like they.
Oh, like those-
You pick you want everything to smell like burgundy.
Like the
and you
hotel
Yeah.
collection
And someone
thing.
comes in and like the company like replace. You don't even see it. Like
Sick.
it's just a maintenance thing now. But everyone has them.
And it's
Everyone.
like that
Any-
vac thing where you like plug it into the wall.
Like usually, I think you put it sitting in your air duct or something, pushing out
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the air, the smell.
It pushes out like a smell of what?
Whatever you want.
Whatever you've decided
like
on.
some-
Like the
oh, so
owners
it's
pick
like-
from like 1,000 different smells, and they're like, "This is what we want our restaurant to smell like." And you
Yeah.
could do sandalwood. You could do. There's like so you could pick like whatever the Bellagio smell is. I think they have their
Yes.
own brand. You could be like, "We want our place
There's
to
one in
smell like the
Miami.
Bellagio."
Well, I was watching.
New
Well,
York.
I was watching something on Vegas or whatever, and they were talking about like different fragrances at different casinos and other stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like, there's a whole science behind it. Like,
There is.
in terms of like what they want to like. Like I know like Steve Wynn went off crazy on just like picking the particular scent that he wants to encore and win.
That's
and I was like,
sick.
holy
That's like
crap.
a whole other level
Yeah,
it's a
of
different
like
level game.
vibe
It's so important
management.
because it's like people's nose and their eyes and their hearing. Those are
Senses,
like the three
hitting all the
things you want to
senses.
hit. Yeah. And then obviously taste is where most people miss it. But yeah.
So
If
in
you
terms
can
of
hit
so,
all of them.
So in terms of like
winning.
in terms of like bars and stuff, whatever. In terms of like you realize that here in Scottsdale, a lot of the different clubs all have like the same type of music like in every single place, right?
Top
it's like
40.
it's a top 40,
yeah.
whatever.
Whatever gets the girls to just feel,
What
I
kind of music
recognize
do you guys
something,
like?
sing along stuff, like
Yeah.
Target music.
Do you like that? Or do you think it needs to get nastier?
Oh, I'd like it to get nastier.
Well,
I agree.
Well, I think
I don't agree.
well, I think they pick music based on certain things. Like they like a particular crowd that they want, like a particular energy in terms of how much are people are going to drink. Like all that goes into this particular type of music
Yeah.
they're choosing, right? So like in terms of all the hip hop places, like those always attract like different more ghetto crowd. Typically, it seems like, even though it's like great music. I know house like is like certain things, but I don't know. What do you?
I don't know the science behind it, but
There has to be some kind of science behind
Duh,
it.
because like 432 hertz is like different hertz do different things to different people. So if you want to create a vibe, like
Yeah.
you like get the different
Yeah, it has, like, a certain
beats,
drum beat.
BPMs,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so you can literally like control people, like mind control almost with like dead ass.
Take more
How are you
shots.
mind controlling at R&R? No, I'm just kidding.
well, when I was there, I would take
do you do all
the music, and whenever it had been going long enough, and I could tell people were so drunk that it was going to be time to start throwing up soon, I would literally turn the music down to something super lame that I knew maybe might even cause them to leave because it's time for you to go.
Oh, really?
And like my hopes were that you would come up and be like, this is terrible, I'm leaving.
Closing time.
And if you're so drunk, that you're like complaining about the music,
Yeah.
then that's when it's time for you to leave. And so it's perfect. That's what you do. You literally just like, you don't get too mean about it. You don't piss everyone off, but like, you definitely change it over to where you're like, oh, okay, yeah, this isn't the place to be anymore.
I think it's so funny when places are closing and then they make it way colder. They like try and freeze us out.
Yeah, that's one good one. Freezing out is a good one. That's
Oh my god, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's funny.
What are hilarious ways that we've seen or we've witnessed people like get like
The lights are the best.
lights are hilarious.
Turning the lights on and then you see the girl you were talking to and you're like, oh my god.
That hasn't happened to me like in the club in a lot, but like that's happened to me at like a bar. It's way more
turn on the
dramatic
lights.
at a
You're
club.
like, oh
and
my god.
You're a dude. This whole time you're talking to a dude.
What did you do?
Right. What?
What did you still like take him home?
No. Oh my god. I don't even remember. I was like, is Joe's open?
You ran to the pizza place.
Right,
You're like,
yeah.
oh hell no.
Right.
I used to like the club I would to make the last song always be all by myself and then like turn the lights on and then start recording everyone that was by themselves.
Oh
and
my
it was
god.
funny. There'd be so many people just sitting there to that song, listening to it, like all by myself.
You're
That's really good, actually.
They look so depressed just listening to
Poor
the
thing.
song.
Could you imagine?
Like
you're
looking for someone.
or you're just you're the sober person and you're just waiting for your friends, and then you get that music gets turned on, spotlighted to you. Oh my god.
Dude. Embarrassing.
That's the best.
They could have just put a spotlight too. Can you imagine?
That's how it feels. That's literally how it feels.
Well, I guess with the flash on the camera, it probably feels like a spotlight.
Yeah.
If they see me
interrogation.
recording them, they wouldn't see me recording them. They're just literally sitting there sad.
Oh, for sure.
We'll take the cameras and these lights next time we go out. Put them
You
on
just
someone.
get like a little one.
Yeah, then
Put it in your pocket,
request just all
Shine
by
a
myself.
spotlight, one of those big, massive spotlights.
The
that you
one
can
for a
carry in your
menu?
pocket. Yeah.
Oh my god. What kind of flashlight was that?
Like the little LED one for
It
the.
goes kirk.
No, I'm just like being
okay.
dramatic. Sorry.
Just talking about a flashlight.
Oh yeah, that goes kirk.
Flashlight, not
Flash.
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 Flashlights are freaking hilarious. I love
Fellatios.
those things. Fellatio flashlights.
Actually, they do make some with lips now. You see advertisements all the time.
What?
You don't get these advertisements randomly?
No, but now I'm gonna, because we are here. It's gonna be sick. Wait, but seriously, back on the topic of like, you're hilarious. Like, you're so good at like getting people and like getting them
people.
like in their element and like being like making it be like hilarious, but also not like making them feel bad. You know, like that's so fun. Like being like, oh, you're so good. Like,
yeah, Joel would probably make it more fun
I am
rather
really
than
good at
like,
catching people in embarrassing moments, but they're not embarrassing, but they're just
right.
funny.
It's
like, aha.
because it could be any of us.
Yeah,
But it's somebody.
I've gotten Jerome several times.
No, but have you ever tried to get David? Like, I've gotten so many good ones of him, and then he's like so quick in terms of grabbing the phone, and then he'll like delete it real fast.
Yeah, they don't want to ever
Oh my
have
God.
anything funny of them.
I know.
And one of our friends is like that. And I'm like, dude, it's nothing. This is
I hate
hilarious.
that.
Yeah, there was this time.
No, you can't have that. And I have to send it to like 50 people, and he's so good, he'll go through my phone and find the people I sent it to.
Oh yeah. He'll
I
delete their
recently
conversations and
learned how
everything.
to like find deleted photos, and he found those too.
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
What?
oh my
he knows.
God.
He,
Deleted or hidden?
All right, he'll
Delete it. You
He'll
delete
delete
a photo,
He'll
it
delete
stays in deleted photos.
But now, actually, iPhone just
God.
installed the thing where, like, if you go to the deleted photos, you have to like put your password in or like whatever. So like, you can't delete it.
You have to give your toe.
He knows. He'll ask you for it.
You have to
What's your
press on
password?
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, some people don't want to be recorded, and it's really funny. But you're right. I do always try to catch people at
You're
their
so
best.
good at it.
their best.
But is it like easy? Because I feel like you were always.
It's because I'm always recording, and I don't even think about it anymore. Because I've been doing it for so long that like if I just see, I'm like, oh, let me just. And I like, people think I'm on my phone all day, but I'm not. It just takes me 2 seconds to go, boom, okay.
You're a digital creator. You're on your phone because it's your business.
Well, Lawson has all of the.
It's just a part of it.
Lawson has like all the bad pictures of everybody in Scottsdale. Have you ever seen him like search for one? All of a sudden he like pulls up his phone. He's like
He's really good at it.
Someone mentions like some embarrassing moment that someone had or something. Then Lawson's like, oh, did it?
Those are good
Here's the
friends to
moment.
have.
I'm
Those,
like, dude, will you
I'm
sh-
not that friend, but those are such
how
good
he
friends
does
to
it.
have. The ones that like always, they have almost have like an album of their
Oh, yeah.
friends. And
They
you're like,
have it
and you
organized. And
How
I'm
do they
like,
do that?
You don't have some of the
Is
your
it
friends
AI?
like that?
Do they use ChatGPT, or
Must.
do they just like
He
go out
has
of their
to,
way
right?
to like?
Well, now the thing that I like is iPhone actually does like a little facial recognition, so you go to their face, whatever, and like look all the pictures for that particular person, whatever. But yeah, usually like all the embarrassing photos, I send them to that particular friend group. So then I'll just like go to the the message where you could like look up the pictures in that conversation, and then I either resend it to them to like mess with them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you guys just like roast people.
Oh yeah, we roast people for sure.
I get it.
all day.
I get it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite restaurant in Scottsdale?
Oh my God, you already asked this.
No, we never.
No,
picked
you
a
guys asked my
restaurant.
favorite food, but
Yeah.
I didn't even answer my favorite food. But I can.
Oh yeah, what is your favorite
Alright,
food?
let me
And where do
answer-
you go to get it?
Okay, so I'm gonna do like, I love Italian food, I love Mexican food, and I love.
Italian and Mexican. So what's the best Italian spot?
Have you been to El Amore?
I haven't been
Oh,
to
that's
El
good.
Amore,
That's got to be my
Yeah.
favorite.
but my
really good.
favorite Italian spot here, I don't. Oh, lately I've been like honestly loving the Americano. They're like
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah.
spaghetti and meatballs.
I heard
like
they're
pump-
doing. Did they do an Italiano?
the Americano.
Is that Italian?
I mean, they have pasta.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your favorite Italian restaurant? Is the
Right
Americano?
now, I've
the
been
American spot
vibing
is your favorite
hella.
Italian spot?
It's called the Americano.
That's an Italian thing.
Is it in
Ooh,
Scottsdale?
and
or
I
where is
actually
it?
love Giuseppe's. Giuseppe's is Fuegs.
Giuseppe's.
Yes,
So that's
gonna try it.
Italian.
Giuseppe's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds Italian.
I like a Giuseppe
Wait, why wouldn't the Americano be Italian?
because it's American.
What if it's the Italian calling the American American?
Well, if you go to the one,
He's
in,
like, "Are you
if you go to the one in
Americano?"
Italy, it's
I thought it was a steakhouse.
It's
Papa
Italiano.
Americano.
Papa Americano. Oh, you're right.
Whatever happened to that song? That song was like super, like going off everywhere for a while. Then all of a sudden, it just disappeared.
Damn, that was a good one.
That was a
Papa Americano.
Yeah.
play it in your spot.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
bet.
those are my favorite foods.
Okay, Italian and Mexican. Where do you go for Mexican?
I love the Mission. The Mission is so good, and I feel like I haven't had anywhere in other.
I wouldn't call them Mexican.
I wouldn't either because it's. I feel like isn't.
But
the
yeah,
chef,
the best pulled pork.
It's like French Mexican or French Spanish.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds
but
right,
But still,
actually.
they have like tacos and.
Yeah, well, they have those pulled
Beans
pork
and rice.
tacos. Their pulled pork is just insane.
Oh, really?
But you got to have another place for Mexican. Where do you go for tacos for Mexican? I go to Tacos Jalisco,
Chihuas, Chihuas.
Tacos Chihuas.
Yeah.
Where's that at? Is that in
That's
Arcadia?
over on. Yeah, it's like more Arcadia.
Okay. We
Is
still
this
consider-
bad? Is this like Arcadia on the Rocks? Are we
No,
allowed?
that's okay. Arcadia on the Rocks.
Is it just like the
We're
whole?
talking about everything,
surrounding
everything
it,
in the
right?
surrounding
Phoenix.
area. So,
Okay, cool.
so if someone lives in Scottsdale, what are the things to do? What's the places to go? What restaurants
Right.
are around? Everything like that. You know?
'Cause I'm
Tacos
literally
Chihuahua.
I thought that we were limited to Scottsdale. So
No,
now
no,
that
no.
we're
We're limited
our
to the
horizons-
surrounding area.
Awesome. Have you guys been to
Drivable.
Killer Whale Sex Club? That place is
Oh
fun.
yeah, that place
That's
is
in
fun.
That
Arcadia
place is
also.
a vibe. It's like more downtown Phoenix.
Well, even like,
Oh, that's
like
downtown
the
Phoenix?
menus and everything are just kind of funny. And it's just like they're just having fun with it. You know?
I've been
I
wanting
kinda
to
love
go.
that.
I still have never been. In fact, people call me and they'll be like, "Hey, can you get me into Killer Whale Sex Club?" And I'm like, "I don't know anyone."
And it
there."
looks basically like a house.
Yeah.
I thought it was a house when I first went. I was like, "What is this place?" And then
I guess like people
that
that
should be our
will come
outing.
there,
We should go there.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
With our. No, but they had people that came in literally thinking it was a sex club,
And
and
they
they wrote like a bad review, I think.
Oh, really?
And they were
They're
like,
like, "This sex club is bullshit."
and she was like, I came in thinking, and we're like, I worked there for a couple of days.
There's
I
no
worked there for a
whales?
little
They're,
bit.
like,
It was
pissed?
fun.
"Oh, you worked there
During COVID,
Really?
like a little bit. I like
just a couple days?"
honestly just like a couple weeks.
That's
but
funny.
I know.
You
I
were kind
can't
of
do the
exploring.
masks.
You were just like, "What do I want to
I
do?"
feel like I just stay exploring.
Yeah, you're like,
Yoga,
"Joel, I think I might come
tattooing.
work at R&R." I was like, "Well, whatever you want."
I know.
But like, you're always looking. That's what I'm getting at. I am the same way right now. Like, there's so much opportunity around here
And we've been in the restaurant
that it's like,
industry
what do
for
we
so
want to really
long.
do? There's like just across the street from my house, there's like 7 new. With that hotel, they're gonna have a couple outlets in there.
Yeah.
Then the Mint is being built into something, and then next to the Mint by Red House is being built into something, and then next to behind Bottle Blonde is being built, and the Caesars over there. Just across the street, I counted like 8 places that
Oh, wow.
are being built at this
Of
second.
restaurants.
well, there's already so much.
Yeah,
just-
outlets.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
restaurants.
shit.
Yeah, bars and restaurants. 8 of them just
Actually,
across
It's
the
so
street.
hard not to
That's
get like
nuts.
sucked back in. I love it, but not get sucked back in. But
Well, no, I like the idea of the opportunity. I enjoy it.
So tell us, I feel like you have like some kind of story there. You said, I don't want to get sucked back in. Like, what does that mean?
Well, I mean, I guess it's just because I'm
Oh,
32 now, and I've been doing it since I was 19.
I see.
And so,
Like going out, or what are you talking about?
Oh, like just working in the restaurant
working
industry.
in the industry.
Yeah, and at first I was like, oh, I want to get out. You want to get out. You want to get out. But like now that I'm out, I'm like, why did I want to get out?
Yeah, it's
like
the chillest
so
thing.
fun.
You know,
I love people.
When was the last time you were working in the?
It's been like
industry?
6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, so I
you're
just
still, like, newly
but I'm
out.
like, damn. But I don't want to go. There's so many things that you can do because I feel like when you've been like serving for such a long time or entertaining, it's almost like you miss that almost like. And so I've been wanting to get back into it, but I feel like we could be more creative. Like, I don't know.
Well, we were talking to Savannah the other day, and she's like, she like works every single like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. So like her weekends are entirely like taken up.
Dude, and the way that it like
that's true.
The way that it F's with your body and like not your sleep schedule and like your health and your mental health.
After like a
so you feel like you're more mentally stable now.
And you get home and you're just wired.
No, I know. I don't feel like I'm more mentally stable now, but I have like I didn't realize how hard it would be for me to be more like, because I love waking up in the morning, but it's hard to switch when you've been like a nighttime person for so long. And then think about like our hormones, like everything's just get like.
I feel like women are a little bit more affected by that. I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
But are they?
Or
do they just like men just power through it more?
Yeah. Well, for me in particular, because I still work nights, whatever, here and there. And anyways, when I first started working nights, oh my God, it would kill me to like get up the next day or like just switch back to the schedule. But anyways, the more time that you basically kind of do that and like switch back and forth more frequently, I think your body adapts. So now, like if I work a night, whatever, I could just like easily switch back. Like it's no problem for me. But when you first start, it like really messes with you, whether it be the melatonin or whatever happens to be in your brain. But yeah, for sure.
Dude, yeah, my circadian rhythm's crazy.
What time do you go to bed when you work nights?
When I work nights, so I usually get back. I'll get home like at 9 or so, or eat some breakfast.
What are you doing for working at night though? Are you
Jerome?
serving people? Are you like on?
No,
are you just like? Blah?
No, so I'm physically seeing people. So I'm a doctor. So
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so I physically go see people, see patients, whatever. So like my entire night's kind of busy. I'm walking around, like seeing people, seeing patients, talking to the ER doctors, the hospitalists, etc. But yeah, so.
And so you get to bed at 9 a.m. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
And then what do you usually sleep? Do you try to get 8 hours or?
Oh, if I'm lucky, yeah. So, I'll get like 6 hours or something.
But a lot of those night shifts, do you take a nap?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So it's not.
I still think it's different. I still think it's different. Because you're literally like when you're in the service industry, like hospitality service industry, you think about like the server, everyone has to be on when everyone's coming off.
Well, you're probably doing more than I would be, you know?
No, not even doing more. Like they're just totally different. But think about in terms of like how, like you have to be, hey, how are you? What's going on?
Yeah, you have to be on top of your game.
Yeah.
Entertaining people as well.
100%.
When you're just, and so then like
you're
even
holding
more,
the conversation.
Yeah.
You're guiding, you're literally directing everything and like placing people where you want
so as
them.
a server,
it's an art.
So as a server, in terms of when you're developing this art, like what are some of the things that you would do to like make them have the best experience, try to maximize your tip, etc. Like what was your approach? What was your approach?
I feel like the best thing that I can say is just treat people like people. That's when you really do get the best outcome and the best vibe.
I guess, don't treat it like just a job. You got to treat it like an experience.
Don't come across fake to people.
Yeah, and people sense that. I mean, I'm sure that there's definitely a lot. I was in the cocktail lounge. I wasn't at the dining,
but
very
people still
seriously.
dine in there.
They do. They do the food and the drinks, but it's just maybe like a different kind of clientele.
Okay.
However, I feel like all across the board with me, if you just treat people like people and you talk to them, like they're in your house.
I stand it when my staff has a server voice.
Yeah, and like,
hi, how are you today?
Yeah.
Why are you talking like that?
Yeah.
If I'm like too caffeinated and I would do that, I'd be like, oh my God, make it stop.
Talk to people normal.
Yeah, but you get like robotic. So I think talking to people like real people, having real conversations, being proactive,
So do you think
anticipation
These
of
are
what
all,
people
like, the-
need are like.
So do you think that when people like come into the industry, like they get better, like better with time and become more like?
I think
like
it
that,
depends.
Like that type
I think
of
it
thing, or-
depends on your work ethic and like how you like. Do you genuinely care about people, or are you just trying to get a 20% tip and
The people that are the best at it actually enjoy and care about people.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
people that are the best at it. When they're like, you know, I actually enjoy the service industry. And when you fire someone, you're always like, man, I don't know this is the right industry for you.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that you're actually enjoying it.
Yeah, yeah, and they
'Cause
hate it.
if you're not, then that means you're having to fake it every time. And that's going to be miserable.
faking it while you're serving, faking it in the hospitality.
Oh my God, they're
It's
faking it everywhere these
crazy.
days.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
but it's not about.
Can you imagine?
But that's no fun.
You're like,
It's
was it?
miserable. You're right. And it shows.
One thing I would do
feel
was
it.
I always made sure I knew everyone's name, and I knew
love
that was a
names.
step. So I would. You're stupid if you don't have a pad to take someone's order in that industry, in the fine dining world. Like you have to. If they say they want their butter a certain way or this a certain way, you got to write that down. There's no way you're going to remember that detail. So because I always had a pad, you said your name. First off, I knew your name, maybe from the reservation name, but I figured out a way to get everyone at the table's name. Whether I heard someone say it to someone else, I would know that seat 3 was Jerry because I heard the guy say his name. So then when I got to that seat, I'd be like, "And Jerry, what did you want?" And they'd be like, "Wait,
Who is this guy?
What is your name?" And I'd be like, "Joel." And so by the end of it, they always knew my name.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I would just write down their name next to their seat number, whether I overheard it or something, just out of habit. I just wrote their name down. So no matter what, throughout their course of their time, I knew their name. I would just refer to my note. Whenever I literally had the pad sitting in front of my face.
Have you ever been in one of those situations where basically
good one.
like that person,
good one.
Yeah.
or that person knows your name but you don't know their name, and then like
That's the worst.
you're like trying to introduce them
What
to
do
people?
you do?
Yeah.
I stack
that
up and I'm like,
actually-
you know what? I don't know
You
your
guys,
name.
That's a good point, Jerome.
I think a
because-
lot. I think
Please remind me, and I'm sorry, I'm an asshole.
I think a lot of people are scared to say that. You know.
Right, but don't be scared.
I know. No,
don't be
no,
fucking scared.
yeah, yeah.
Remind me your name.
Or like, hey, buddy.
We're all the dumb. No one knows each other's names, so it's like you have to like tell yourself like
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna know people's names.
Well, I think it's
just
probably
admit it.
that's good advice actually.
I
If
have
you-
to go through my
If
server
you don't know
pad
their
and
name,
find
you're like,
it.
hey, what is your
Name
name
or
again?
drink. If you can't remember the name, at least know something
Be like,
about them
oh,
that
that's
is
the
like
best. If you could just remember what they had, be like, no,
Drink?
but you want
Yes.
the basil on that again. this
Tito
time?"
soda lime again
They're like, what the hell?
All right, but
for sure.
yeah.
Just admit when you don't know people's names. Like,
Oh, again,
It's
it's about being
2024.
honest. With
I'm a
people.
jerk. I think I just want like, hey, buddy, like, what's up? And then I'll try to introduce them to like my friend, like, hey, this is Joel, and then like try to get the name from them, you know, like try to hear it.
yeah.
What's crazy is people like it more that way. And in fact, if something ever got messed up, I would never mess anything up, but I would always still take the blame for it. I would go,
Oh, yeah.
this is totally my fault. And they'd be like, wow, we appreciate you being honest. I'm like, nah, I'm just,
Yeah.
Take it off the bill. I'm just trying to be nice.
this is totally my fault, even though it wasn't my
Right.
fault. I'll still always take the blame
That's a
because
good thing.
they're like, they fall for it.
Respect.
They're always like, oh, this guy's so honest. And I'm like, I did that so you would think I'm honest, but it really wasn't my fault. But it's better if I just
Yeah.
say it's my fault.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, I always just say it's my fault. It's usually the chef's fault.
You're so morally. That's beautiful.
I'm lying about being.
Oh, I'm lying about being honest. I literally said the kitchen. Oh my god.
I'm actually a shitty person.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Just crazy things have happened in this. Now I'm like having flashbacks.
Yeah. Give us a flashback.
Oh my gosh. Were you
PTSD.
there? Were you at the where we worked when? Were you where we worked when?
Oh, the strip club?
That lady. Were you at Scarlett's when that girl like
The farm?
fell out of her seat, like out of the high top chair, and just like started barfing, like exorcism.
I wasn't
God.
there for that. That's
and then
hilarious.
getting up out of her chair, slipping like in her barf, and then like getting up, and, like,
Oh my god.
knocking like chairs, like
Oh no!
Can you
but
imagine that?
I went
You
there
were
one
there?
time.
Oh my God.
No, but that's
In a
classic.
restaurant, that'd be the worst.
I went there and my buddy passed out in the bathroom drunk, and they found him with his pants down. The cleaners found him at like midnight.
Oh
Because
my
he had the door
God.
locked, right? So no one
How
no one
long
thought
was
to
he
like
there?
this
Was he
was
in the
they
toilet?
weren't thinking, hey, we should make sure all the doors are locked and there's no guests in there. That wasn't a protocol yet, but now it is, because the cleaners found him in the bathroom with his pants down.
Oh my god. What
And
was
they
he
had to
doing
call
in
an
there?
ambulance because he was passed out, right?
Holy
so they had to
shit.
Do you
call
think he
an
was
ambulance.
shitting or doing something
He
else?
was just
I
so
feel like I
drunk and
heard
just
that.
fell asleep on the toilet. Like, just
I
fell
heard
asleep.
about that.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's a lot.
But that's like that. The lady's slipping in her puke. Could you imagine at a nice restaurant?
And it was so sad. I mean, obviously, like I'm not like making fun of it. It was just wild because it's like in the mid. It was like when we first opened. Friday or Saturday night. So we're like popping, and it's like seat to seat. You're adding all the seats. Dude keeps getting up, slipping. And then like we're so fucked up, like me and like my.
I just see like one of those constant falls with the legs just going like like on ice,
like a Cynthia doll, a Barbie, just like falling in like
That's
soup.
funny.
But then
So it doesn't matter how fancy you get. You're still.
it still gets crazy.
Yeah.
And we're like, let the bodies hit the floor. Let the
Bodies hit the floor.
right. And then we're like, oh my god, we're going to hell. We're going to hell. We're going to hell.
my God.
No, but she was okay. Everything was okay. But damn, we're like, yo, people get crazy.
I've seen a few heart attacks.
People what?
Not at that restaurant.
Oh,
the
there's
one
been
before.
choking. So much
Lot of
choking at a
choking.
steakhouse.
A lot of choking.
'Cause people
that
don't-
happens a lot. I've never
You
saved
need to
any
know.
lives, but definitely like 2 or 3 heart attacks at working
Holy
at
shit.
the steakhouse before. At 5-6 years at that steakhouse, there was some heart attacks.
I haven't seen heart
that
attack,
was a
but I've
common
seen
thing.
choking
Be like,
and
oh,
seizure.
another heart attack.
Dude, choking is scary.
But you know what? These steakhouses do put a lot of butter on everything.
Dude, it's
And
because
some people just think you can do that every day.
Well, you can't go wrong with butter though.
Is that the heart attack?
Every day?
Yeah. Well,
It's a lot of salt, right?
the heart attack or the
I don't know.
Or the
sodium
choke.
content.
Sodium.
heart attack or the choke?
Probably.
The
Chode.
The choke is common, right?
Wait, what?
What are you talking
Wait.
about?
What are you talking about with the butter?
Oh, I was saying there's so much butter, and I don't cook with as much butter as they do when I go out.
So does it
I
make
feel
you
like everyone
choke?
cooks with a lot of butter.
But
Or does
it
it
makes
make
food
you
taste
have
so
a
good though.
rich-
Butter? Oh my god, you can't go
It
wrong
can't
with
be
butter.
good for you, right? It's
No.
cholesterol,
It
right?
Probably can. Yeah, it probably causes heart attacks.
So
and other
anyone
things.
that just eats there every day is probably bound to have a heart attack.
I
if you
always
eat there
wonder.
every day.
There'd be people where
It's
I'm
a-
like, are you all
it could get pricey eating there every single day.
Right, exactly.
How is your
it's not- there's
microbiome?
no one that eats there every day. But there are people that eat there
There
like
are
once a
people that
week.
eat there every day.
There are people.
Yeah, they just have diarrhea.
Man.
I mean, you could do healthy options. You just have to work
yeah.
harder for it, and you have to
It's
to
tough.
modify. You're like, do this, no butter. Do
Yeah.
this, no butter, no butter, no butter.
Make me
Pro
this
tip:
with
if you go
just
to a
mushrooms.
steakhouse and you don't want
Pro tip.
Butter.
don't get the butter.
Extra butter.
Olive
no
oil,
butter.
sub olive oil.
Sub
Fwah,
olive
fwah,
oil.
fwah,
Sub
fwah,
olive- Sub olive oil.
Actually, I need to get the what's called.
I don't.
Get that working. But
Let's see if I could get actually this one.
has the ambulance been called at all? Besides that time?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah.
those are heart attacks.
Remember the fight? I mean, you weren't there for the
No, I
fight.
don't
You had
remember
been,
the fight.
dude. The fight got crazy.
Crazy.
Some guy ripped another guy's shirt,
Oh my God.
and he was like, Wolverine, like titty out.
Jesus. Now they have security there, huh?
Do they?
I don't think so.
No, I feel like no. They
No, they don't. Okay.
No, they
right.
should.
Well, if a fight breaks, yeah, that's crazy.
Honestly, they should.
They need to fix the music.
Some of the managers and stuff, like they're like big enough to like,
Oh yeah, that's what I always
Run
say.
shit,
I'm like, I don't need
regulate.
security.
as long
Fight
as you have
anybody.
some like masculine, like strong masculine,
Yeah.
it's good.
You're right. If it's just little Alyssa.
Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah.
I will.
Are you a fighter? You're a CrossFitter, right?
That's.
You CrossFit? Oh, my
I
god.
used to CrossFit. That's crazy.
You don't CrossFit anymore?
No.
What do you work out still?
I mean, I do. I have a trainer.
Oh my God,
Shout
people at
out
CrossFit
Max,
are so
Max
annoying.
Amont.
Oh, Maximont.
They were.
I feel like they're like vegans. They have to tell you that they do CrossFit for one, and then they have to post it on social media every 2 seconds.
That's how I knew you were a CrossFitter.
And then and then not only that, but they're doing like
That
these crazy
you're
exercises.
jacked.
You know what I mean?
I know. It's crazy. I feel like you mostly do it like to like support each other.
You're trying to support the
but-
sport.
Yeah. But yeah, like I was not super into it, but it was fun. I just like doing like it's like fun.
Really? You're
But
like,
now I have
do
a
you have
trainer.
any-
like
it's like a shake
yoga.
weight. You're using the shake weight and
Do you
stuff.
have any issues, like any strained, anything hurting from CrossFitting?
Oh my god! I feel like one time I like ripped my triceps.
Do you
so
feel like you
bad.
got more?
These
Do you feel like you
jerks.
got really fit with doing CrossFit or no?
I think I did.
You
but
were jacked.
I was pretty jacked. Yeah.
Really? You're all benching
It's
Joel?
a different kind though. It's
She
like a
didn't have
different
boobs
shape.
either.
Oh, really?
I
She
didn't.
was just like
Just pecs.
pecs.
She had pecs at the
She had
time.
pecs and
No, I did. I
They were
did.
all ripped.
I know, and now they're like
It'd take like
juices.
Well, one was that. Oh, she had to lift it up. She's like,
it all makes sense now.
What?
"Are you wearing a bra?"
No, I'm wearing
Oh,
like
that's
a
why.
tube top. What? That's why. What?
No, I'm just kidding. No.
They look. That's why. Oh, that's why.
One,
Wait,
nip-
remember?
one nipple's pointing this. That would be hilarious.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Oh my god.
Wait, no.
Yo,
this
it's
is
cold in
what-
here.
On the last episode,
We financed them.
Can you
these
imagine?
are the
We fixed them.
20,000ers.
All of a sudden, then
How much did your boobs cost?
Oh my god, 7,500 in
7,500.
2016.
I feel like that's about average.
In 20. So now it'd be like 10K.
You got to do good.
Now they'd be like.
Oh, they're cheaper now, huh?
No, they're more expensive.
They are. Oh, I'm sure.
See,
yeah,
there
prices
are
going
20K
up.
boobs, right?
Inflation. Inflation.
Hey, listen to
The
this.
second I heard that, there was this girl who I met, and I forget if it was 10 or 20, but like she didn't even do like a lift. She didn't even do anything like with her areolas,
Yeah.
nothing. And hers was like
Oh,
$10
we were
or
talking
$20.
about this.
Yeah, and
The
I was like,
areola thing.
and I was like,
She's
bro,
still paying
like
well over
they're
10K.
so nice. Like they're so like I'm like
Oh, they're fancy. They're like.
they were worth if you have the money, do that.
Oh,
But,
So what did
like,
she do? Like what?
I don't even know, but like I don't even
She
understand.
got the full
'cause,
package.
Like they just sat so nice. They were just like, dun, 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 dun.
So yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and I
you get what you
mean-
pay for.
Yeah, but maybe it's what like inflation,
Yeah.
literally,
Literally.
of your boobs
Inflation and inflating
Economy.
inflation. inflation.
yeah,
That's where inflation comes from.
That's where the word
Specifically that.
inflation comes from.
comes directly. Yeah, we can tell how the economy
The
is
root
gonna go.
word
Yeah, we could probably
Good
solve
job.
the problems of the economy with titties. You know what I mean?
would
I
solve
thought
a lot
that's what
of
we're
issues.
doing already.
Yeah.
Isn't that what we're doing already?
What is our slogan? What's our slogan? Small town, big titties.
Small town, big
Yeah,
titties.
small town, big titties. That's gonna be our new thing.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's
Yeah, we're
good.
gonna put that on a T-shirt. Small town, big titties.
All right, you heard it here.
You're
first.
welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. You can-
We'll see
Day-night.
if anyone buys them. We'll give you a royalty.
I mean, it depends. Like, how are you gonna make the merch? Is it gonna be sick?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be sick.
I'm thinking like
We're using the
like
same
those
people
little
that
rock
make
ball-
all the.
rock ices, but like tits. Have the ice cubes be
I had
tits
something funny.
Oh yeah.
in a tumbler. Tits in a tumbler. Scottsdale on the
What's
Rocks.
that old like tits in a tumbler?
I see it.
That's
Do you
good.
see it?
That's good. Ice titty shaped ice.
Yeah.
Cubes. That's good.
Yes, right. And like in a sick ass like
We'll get a 3D printer and make the cube trays.
When we
yeah,
open the bar,
yeah.
Scottsdale on the Rocks, we're gonna have titty ice.
Titty ice.
Titty
Oh,
ice.
it's gonna be. Can there
Ice
be
titty
seafood
on the rock.
towers
Ice titties on the
Seafood
rock.
towers.
with clear heels.
It's gonna be an 11 type place,
clear
okay?
Hell
So
yeah.
just a clear hill like that you make with the seafood in it. You know, like
Yes.
the one.
That would be so.
Oh my god, they bring out the whole teal,
It's just a hill, yeah.
like the one at Cosmopolitan in Vegas. Is that what you're talking
Do
about?
they
I
do
want
that
more
there?
art here.
It's like that. Oh yeah, that big.
I want more art.
Not that big.
Scottsdale needs like more like artistic like.
They're doing. Scottsdale does the best. I feel like with art.
I feel like it's. I know,
I
but it
wanna
needs
go.
more.
No, all
like,
the well, they have stuff on the side of the roads. There's
Keep
different
it
like
coming, keep it
well,
coming.
There's different like
There's a lot that
sculptures,
says-
all kinds of other stuff in Scottsdale. You know, kind of throughout.
When you get permits, there's like this thing for these certain permits that these people are having to get for this construction, where you have to give back to the city art, whoever got the permit. And so like if you'll notice some of the new builds around town, you'll like okay, for example, if you go to Toca Madera, there's a big jelly bean gummy bear.
Yes.
In the front. That's
Yeah,
a piece
yeah.
of art they
Sick.
had to do.
which it looks great.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Is
and
that
then
from an artist, like
it's
a
it's
well-known
what something they
guy
had to
or
do. I'm
woman?
not sure where they got it. I'm not sure what the parameters are, but you do have to put a big piece of art out somewhere. And I read the law. It's either you can do it, choose to put it on your own property if you'd like, but you have to. It's for the public, and you can also put it somewhere. Scottsdale, you can work with the city, and they'll pick a spot for you.
Oh, really?
So you'll
That
find
is
like
so cool.
random large pieces of art around
Yeah.
Scottsdale, and that's what it's from. And even if you look at Caesars, that new Caesars, you
Yeah,
see
yeah.
their big piece of art sitting to the side. And then today I saw one that I had never noticed before on Miller, and I was like, oh, there's another. So I want to just go around taking a picture of all this art
Yes.
because we have some cool
That
stuff.
could be our field trip
just from
one
it.
day. Scottsdale on the Rocks.
Just take
Check
pictures
the
of
art.
this. We have like really cool statues all over.
Yeah.
I saw one the other day, and I was like, I wonder who made this one. And it was the guy that made. I looked his name up. He's the guy that made the Sacagawea coin, $1 coin. Made this one statue that I saw just sitting out. So
That's so
Interesting.
cool.
yeah, we have some cool stuff.
Have you
I've
even
never
seen,
been
like,
to the museum.
You know Layla Parnian? That
Oh yeah,
girl?
yeah, yeah. She has like
Parney
a
and
furniture
Shout out
place. She
Parney.
does like a bunch of art
She's
stuff.
a
Yeah.
badass. Yeah.
Yeah, she's great.
I actually met her. Speaking of CrossFit,
She's a
and
good
all-
friend.
Yeah.
Yes, I like met her doing CrossFit like many when
Oh,
I
wow.
did it. And now I see her. I mean, I've been seeing her do stuff, but she has like her mannequins.
Oh, yeah, she's busy
doing
girl.
like the art.
She's
the
got her hands in
murals.
everything,
She
yeah.
does
Yeah.
I think it's so cool how how the restaurant she has like the pour art on the bar.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, over there.
That looks pretty
Yeah.
sick.
What's
Actually,
that
It's
spot
so cool.
called?
Breakfast something. It's like it's like a patio.
It's
I don't know. I know. I'm
Schmooze.
having brain. Yes.
yeah,
snooze.
Schmooze, solid spot
Schmooze.
that she did the artwork for inside of there.
Yeah.
Interesting. I have to go check it out.
Oh,
Yeah,
you'd
well,
love-
I've
you would
seen it on
love it.
social media. I just haven't
Yeah,
seen it
that
myself. But
spot's
yeah,
good.
it looks pretty cool.
I go there a lot.
That's so
It's good.
cool.
You don't have
I
to talk
love
to
that.
anybody. You just you're like at the airport. You put your order in through your phone.
Oh, really nice.
Someone just
I
brings
was
it
so
out.
confused the first time I went there. I was like,
Can I get some help?
Who do I talk to here?
They do not want to talk
Where's
to
my
you.
service?
Oh, really?
That's the one thing. They don't really want to talk to you. So like, they literally
We don't serve your kind
This
here.
guy just like walks up, puts it there, and like keeps walking. Like, it's like, get away from me.
You can tell who's never been there before.
You think it's
They're
just
just
people
looking
that are
around.
like scared of people?
Oh, and then the
Yeah.
people that haven't been there before are trying to talk to someone. And everyone's like, rookie, you don't talk to people here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be a weird place then. I don't know.
It's chill. If you want, you could talk to someone. You can walk up to the counter and put an order in through the lady at the counter
You
if you want to
flag 'em
actually
down.
speak with someone.
Yeah.
But as far as sitting at a table, no one will come talk to you.
No.
Yeah, a lot of restaurants have been trying to like move to that. I don't know.
The manager
Why.
checks
Isn't that
on you.
weird?
Well, I guess it's probably just cheaper, like less times labor and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're exactly
Whatever.
right. That's exactly what it is.
But I don't know.
So if that's what you want, sometimes you don't want to talk to someone, but you
Yeah,
want
I
coffee.
guess some people just don't want to. Deal with the whole situation. So everything's different. I guess it depends on what kind of experience you're doing. If you're just going in the middle of the week, trying to get whatever, just efficiency.
Different
done.
strokes.
Yeah.
It's tough to find a place with a bunch of servers that have common sense, like, but it's really nice when you stumble upon a place where like they all have common sense and you just like you don't have to like explain yourself on something. Or,
Yeah.
When you come across a server that like enjoys serving, you're just like, oh, yay, we're home. What?
No,
I was like, do you
you're
want
right.
to lick your foot?
Yeah, like even now,
Can I
like,
go pee?
you sit down.
Can we pause
We'll pause. Yeah. We'll pause.
You want to pause?
after you say
Okay,
your
but we're
story?
coming back.
We're coming back.
Oh yeah,
Pee break.
it was boring.